everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to have a new video welcoming our second quarter for this semester for all of you who are senior high school students. So congratulations for finishing the first quarter, and today we are going to start our second quarter. So for this video, I am going to discuss our module 1 for Earth and Life Sciences, mainly talking about life sciences. So module 1 is all about introduction to life science. So in this video, it contains first are the theories, different theories of how life existed here on Earth, and the second one are the characteristics of how you can say that a certain thing is a living thing or not. And the last one is all about the hierarchical organization of life. So that is the content of our video for today. So later on, I am going to switch to another to my screen recorder, and I am going to show my presentation and at the same time discuss na lang pod, maybe in English, maybe in Tagalog or in Bisaya. Basta kayo ma-explain na ako siya utarong sa inyong tanan. So that's it. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Campragi Vlogs, for more updates and for more upcoming videos. Thank you and good day.
Okay, so let us start with our quarter 2 module 1 for Earth and Life Science. And today we are going to discuss introduction of life science, and the learning competencies are the following. Explain the evolving concept of life based on emerging pieces of evidence, and describe classic experiments that model conditions which may have enabled the first forms to evolve. So our lesson 1 is all about evidences and processes of evolution. So our first theory is the theory of special creation, which I think we are all familiar of. So this states that life was created by supernatural power in the form which has not undergone change within 6 days. So kung atong mahinumduman sa Bible, no, God created the world or earth within 6 days. So muna siya ang process na until such time na nabuo na ang earth within 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. So muna siya ang theory of special creation. So kung atong makita, no, kung atong mapansin, in this theory walay evolution na involved, walay hinay-hinay or gradual changes na involved sa mga organisms, kundi everything was made or everything was created automatically and in a very short period of amount of time. All right. Next is the theory of spontaneous generation. So this states that living creatures could arise from non-living matter. So ang naday kinabuhi, no, pwede magikan sa mga things na walay kinabuhi or non-living matter. So kung atong mapansin din sa experiment, no, natay tulo ka flasks, and then the first flask is unsealed. Wala siya gitabunan, and there is a rotting meat inside. So all of this is rotting meat. Ang kalahian lang is kaning first is wala siya giseal, wala siya gitabunan. So unsa nahitabo? Syempre na-attract ang houseflies sa rotting na meat, and then eventually naatay na observe na maggots, no, or yang mga gagmay nga ulod, yung offspring sa mga flies. So katong sa una, tung wala pa ni siyang more understanding about how life emerged, no? Ang ilang napansin is gikan sa patay ng mga bagay na inigawas nga mga living organism such as this, no? Example po sa una is kutahay na ay laya na dahon, nahulog siya sa tree. Tapos later on, syempre ang laya nga dahon mamatay, mag-decay. And then later on, tubuan siya mga mushrooms or na siya'y mugimaw na mga gagmay nga ulod, no? So, sa una, muna ilhang ang concept na, ay, pwede di ay nga, gikan sa mga patay na ay mabuhi na bago nga mga organisms. Which I know nga, all of you nowadays, kabalo lang mo sa explanation, ana, no? After that, we have another flask which is sealed, no? So, sa itong makitaan, na ay non-living matter diri, the rotting meat. Pero wala man siya living organisms nga nag-emerge. So, that means nga, there's something wrong. Dili gid ay nga gikan sa non-living na matter mugawas ang mga mugawas ang mga living organisms. Kaya kung tinuod pa ang theory of spontaneous generation, then maski naka-seal na imong flask na siya mugawas nga living organisms, which is wala man sa ilahang na-observe, no? So there is a third is ang flask nga gi-cover siya with gauze. So sa ato nakita, diha siya na-attract lang ay ang langaw sa non-living na matter, which is rotting meat. Tapos diha siya nangitlog. And then ang itlog niya, ni pusa, nahimong maggots. And then later on, they will grow into adult flies. So because of that, na-disprove ang theory of spontaneous nga generation. And then, after that, nabuo ang theory of biogenesis, which states that living creatures could only arise from other living organisms. So, dapat di ay, kung naay offsprings, na siya gigikanan yun nga adult, no? Dili pwede nga makalit lang siya og gawas, or makalit lang siya og ka-produce from non-living matter, which is, katong i-discuss kaganina. Okay? Another one, or the next theory, is the theory of biochemical evolution. So, kani siya, this states that changes occur at the molecular level in organisms over a period of time. So, dili siya instant ang mahitabo na pag changes sa organisms, no? Ang mahitabo siya in a gradual time. Dugay siya. It takes a lot of time. And the changes occur in a very slow manner. Dili siya instant. So, dili siya naghitabang changes sa molecular level. So, first is, of course, our DNA, no, which carries our the code for life, and this carries the genes, which are very important in the passing of traits. So, na yung mga gagmay nga changes din ha, such as mutations, and then these mutations, dili siya automatically ngayon makaproduce og bagong organism or bagong variations sa organism, kundi hinay-hinay siya, gradual siya. So, later on, mag-accumulate ang mga changes, no? So, kani siya is the gene nga na ay variation din ha. This will create variation among organisms na. So, nakita ninyo ni siya, no? Lahi-lahi na siya gnaong, no? Kani siyang isa ka line, then kaninga line, and then kaninga line, and so on and so forth. So inyo nakita, lahi-lahi na siya og kanang lahi na siya striations sa iyang shells. So, these are caused by the changes in your genetic material, which is in the molecular level. So, muna siyang kasabot sa theory of biochemical evolution. Next is the theory of panspermia. So, during the early Earth, syempre, wala pa living organisms, no? So, asa bang gikan jud ay ang organisms? Ang ingon sa theory of panspermia is, ang life before is scattered all throughout the universe. So, ang Earth, wala man siya living organisms, it got the starting ingredients from outside, no, from extraterrestrial nga life or nasa gawas sa ato ang Earth, no. So ang nahitabo is na ay mga objects sa Earth such as, diba, dadari distributed by space dust, meteoroids, asteroids, comets, planetoids, and also by spacecraft carrying unintended contamination by microorganisms. So kani siya na mga objects is nag-carry siya dito og microorganisms. So, nibangga siya sa Earth, which what you can see here in our second nga photo. And then, pagbangga niya, dito na na-scatter ang mga microorganisms. Nga muna niya siya ang nag-start sa life, no? Evolution of life. Dito sa Earth, which what you can see in the third picture. So, diha na siya. Next is a deep sea hydrothermal vent theory. So this theory states that the vents provide an ideal environment with all the ingredients needed for microbial life to emerge on early Earth. Okay, so diri sa hydrothermal vents, diri na kani siya nga vents is very very ideal daw ni siya for life to emerge, no? So na diri ang mga necessary nga mga organic molecules, and then the energy needed for for these organic molecules to become more complex. And then dito nag-start ang microbial nga life, no? So kung mga microbes, mga microorganisms. And then from these microbes, naghina-evolve into more modern nga mga organisms. So muna siya ang deep sea hydrothermal vent theory. Next is the primordial soup theory. So before daw sa early earth pa, no, nag-start ang life gikan sa primordial soup. So kaning primordial soup was made of organic molecules. So some form of energy from lightning combined with the chemicals in the atmosphere made the amino acids. So kaning siyang primordial soup, nadira ang mga organic molecules, no? And then because of the energy from lightning and also the chemicals from the atmosphere, nagmix sila. And then it became more complex and it became amino acids. Now, amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. So, kaning proteins, syempre, nahimo po siyang building blocks to become more complex life forms. So, nga na siya, nagsugod daw siya sa primordial nga soup of organic molecules. Next is the Big Bang Theory. So sa Big Bang Theory, this states that the universe began in a single instant about 13 to 15 billion years ago. And in that silent expansion, all existing matter and energy suddenly appeared and exploded outward from a single point. So kaning Big Bang Theory, mo ni siya explanation sa origin sa entire universe, not just Earth or life for that matter, but how did the universe started. So nagsugod daw siya sa isa ka point and then nahitabo nga explosion, and because of that explosion hinahinay nga nag-expand and nag-scatter ang mga elements, necessary elements para mabuo ang different kinds of terrestrial and extraterrestrial bodies, no? So stars, the moon, sun, and other planets, and all the other things, ng heavenly bodies. So muna siya ang Big Bang Theory.